Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a video today. So today I'm going to be talking about these snails right here. Now these snails, they can get in your tank basically through any means of outside matter. I'm pretty sure when I did an algae starter for my beta tank had some nernite snail eggs, which is what those snails are called. You can see them on this driftwood right here, but for some reason they didn't hatch in here. So I believe what happened was this was the right water temperature, because that's around 80, while this one is around 70. So they hatched at this temperature because I got the snails originally came from Petco on that driftwood, I believe, and basically they took over my tank. See, there's one there. The camera doesn't want to focus. There's one there. They're everywhere. And the problem, I would be fine with this, but there are two problems. One, my main fish in here, where are they? I have emerald corridors, and they, come on, focus. Well, we're not focusing today. You can see one in the back there, way in the back. Whatever. Basically, they are bottom feeders. They eat whatever's in the sand here, and I use these shrimp pellets to feed them, which work, well, they work well. It's just, the more I put in to feed them, the more of these shrimp are basically, the more shrimp are gonna appear in the tank. Now, my solution for this is quite simple. Now, I don't want to just take them, throw them in the trash, because that's inhumane, and well, I might want to use like one of them in a tank, because they need two to reproduce. So that means that I can look. He's laying eggs right now. That's what, when they float, that's what they do. I might want to put one in another tank. So I want to save species. I just don't want to have them in this tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be filling up this holding tank basically. And I'm going to put a heater in this and everything, but this is basically just going to be a tank just for the snails, and I'm going to put probably some basic plants in here, like I'm going to do an algae starter from one of my other tanks way over there. So basically it'll be like an algae starter for that. So I'm actually not going to make this too hot, because I want to let the heater, I have a 5-gallon heater. This is only a 1-gallon tank, but I have a quite beat up temperature sticker on the side there, so that's what I'll be doing with that. So this is actually a really good solution. So once I already put stress coat in this and everything, even though I probably don't need it. These guys are extremely resilient. So I'm going to go collect them, and I'll show you that. So I've started the quite annoying process of actually getting them all. I put them all in this little net right here. You can see some of them are trying to crawl out. You can just make sure that they don't crawl out of the net, because then they'll just go everywhere. But basically there are just thousands in here, seriously, like they're just everywhere. See, they're just everywhere. So I know that I'm not going to catch them all now, but I've just basically just been going in, just kind of peeling them off the glass. Oh, come on. This one's in a terrible. Alright, so I think I removed most of the big ones from there. They're all just in this net right here. In my tank, actually, I had to move it over here quite a bit, because it's more towards my coffee over there. But because I didn't actually have a plug. Come on, focus. I didn't actually have a plug over there where my hat is. Come on. I didn't have a plug right there because that extension cord over there is filled, and there's just none in this shelving. So I had to move it here. But this water's getting warm. This should cut off at around 80 degrees, which will keep them alive, but it won't let them breed, because they breed at around 70. This is a 5-gallon heater and a 1-gallon bucket. It's fine. If I switch it around a bit, it's okay. It's already shut off, and I can already tell that that's 80. If I go to the little stamp back, the little sticker back there, it's sure lighting up on 80. So now I actually have to transfer these guys. Come on, focus. And I think the easiest way to do that is just going to be like this. Ready? Alright, now I'm just going to let them acclimate a bit. They're probably going to float around quite a bit, but you can see they're all in there. They're all fine. Alright, so I've dumped them all into my tank now. It was quite hard because they were sticking to the net, so I just had to pause it. But you can see they're all in there. Some of them are moving. If I can get a nice camera angle on that. Just like that. They're all moving. They're okay. They're happy. So this, as long as they're above 80, they shouldn't breed too bad in there, because that tank, the cories need quite a lot of heat. I'm gonna take some water from both tanks and put in here as an algae starter. because there needs to be like a lot of algae in this tank for this to actually work. So I gotta go get some of that. Possibly some nitrogen supplements later, but I don't have any of those. But I've heard those work, because these guys do require a lot of nitrogen. They don't put out a lot for any moss to grow. Yeah, you'll need that. The moss is just kind of sitting at the bottom. I'm gonna get some like something. I might break off a piece of that driftwood just to put in here. But anyways. And now with the fish water added from the other tanks, you can see it's a bit more murky. But these guys are actually already taken on. You can see that one right there. That kind of the heater right there. They're already grabbing on. The tank, it should be fine. I'm gonna do like a 1 or 2 month update, because this is gonna take some time. But I think I'm literally just gonna leave it and add more snails once I get it. I gotta get a cover for this because they will actually go out of the tank. So I gotta get maybe like a silicone seal. I have some silicone over there that I can probably use. Over in that, whatever. But you can see in here, it's significantly less snaily, this tank right here. Although, however, there are still quite a few on the glass. See those little dots right there? Yeah, those are all. Oh, and one more thing I added this light that's supposed to go to a 5-gallon aquarium, but it's actually the same aquarium. Basically, I got an aquarium on Craigslist. I cracked it cleaning it because I decided to use boiling water like an idiot. So the aquarium was cracked, but I got this, some other aerators and CO2 stuff. So anyway, so that's the light that I'll be using. I don't think the snails will need light that much, because those two are scheduled to go on at different times. Like my beta comes on at around 6, and then the other one comes on at 6:30. But this, I'm gonna get another timer, a home timer, and I'm gonna schedule this to come on probably the same time that those two do. Just so then this one plant and any others that I might add some Java fern spores. Any other plants that I might add will have enough light to grow. Also, these guys, the algae that they eat also needs to grow. So anyways, that's the only other thing I added.